Al Madalena here, and I'm in a channel right now, and it's about 23 feet of water, and I'm going to show you how I'm using my portable fish finder. I'm walleye fishing from my Fish Cat, this portable pontoon boat, and I just want to show you the screen right now. You can see on the screen that the bottom is marked in red, and the bait I have just above the bottom, and see if I can induce a fish to come off after it from the bottom. So you can see a fish has come up to it, and then it's come back down, and it still has some interest in the bait, but you can see I'm raising my bait and it's coming up after it. Hopefully I can induce it to come up and take it. But you can see that with the portable fish finder you can follow the bait as well as the fish that's following it. I'm going to raise it again just to show you again if I can get a fish to induce a bite. Sometimes you can induce them to bite by just, as they start to follow it, raise the bait a little bit very slowly, and sometimes that induces them for a strike. Here I'm going to raise, see it was following it, now it's gone back down. I can induce another one to come up after it. My bait is on the top, and watch a fish come up after it to check it out. So I'm going to continue trying to do this a bit and see if I can catch some walleye like this. Anyway, I'll continue trying to do this and see if I can be successful in catching some walleye. I know I've done this before and it has worked, so you never know. Some days it works, some days they're not striking. Anyway, I'll check in with you later. I just want to show the bait I'm using. It's a worm on a 3/8 ounce jig, and show you the worm is pushed up right against the jig head, so there's very little tail section showing, and you want to keep it as tight as possible so that there's no or little or very little tail there for the walleye to grab to give you a false hit. Okay, so if you do get a hit and you don't catch a fish, then you got to check your bait, because it's likely going to be pulled down along the base of the hook, and you don't want that to present to the walleye. So I'm in 21 feet of water, and I'm going to let the bait down. So you can follow the bait all the way down. Now I'm raising the bait off the bottom and trying to induce a strike for the walleye. Okay, here's one coming off the bottom right now. I'll try to do it again. Yep. Got a hit. Just missed him. Had a good hit there. Okay, I'm going to try again. Got them interested. You can see they're following the bait. They're just imitating that bait. They're imitating what they normally eat as a grub coming off the bottom. All I have is a worm on a hook, on a jig, 3/8 ounce jig head. It's chartreuse. This is the springtime. Raising it again. See him, watch him come off the bottom for it. And I just wanted to show you what I caught my next walleye on. I used the jig head, 3/8 ounce jig head, and a worm, and jigged it off the bottom and attracted him following the fish finder. And again, he's not a big walleye, but he's a nice one nonetheless, and it did work. And there's the bait I used to get them. So it's a good technique. I'd recommend you guys try it. Okay, back to fishing. Thanks. And I just wanted to show you how many walleye I caught for the morning using that technique I was talking about, following it on the fish finder and then raising it slowly instead of a big jig, just raising it slowly, giving that the fish the impression that bait is just rising off the bottom, and then dropping it again. And usually the hit comes after you drop it, but sometimes you raise it and that fish starts to follow that bait up, gets some interest in it, and when it drops down, it follows it back, or another one picks it up in competition with the other fish that are in the neighborhood. And I just wanted to give you an idea of how many fish I got. I got my limit for the morning, for the day. Here they are. Now they all happen to be small juveniles, but you know, that's because in this particular hole, 25 feet of water, and it's the deepest area around in this part of the lake, that that's where the juveniles are. And we're here. It's about midday, about 10 or 11:30, and that's when I've just finished catching my fourth one. Now I did get them on minnows. Sorry, not minnows today. It was on worm and a 3/8 ounce chartreuse jig.